Hello guys, and welcome to the first episode of The Beauty of Titanfall 2, where we look at the beautiful artwork that's often hidden by the chaos of battle. Join me as we explore the frontier. If you're interested in Titanfall 2 content, make sure that you follow and also check out my new Titanfall montage called Emergence. The video for Exoplanet is gonna be a two-part series because I simply haven't recorded all the cinematics yet and I want to make sure that we get in all the details. So yeah, make sure you stay for part 2, and if you have any additional info or details, lore that we're missing, feel free to put it in the comments so I can talk about it in the next episode, even though this is gonna be focused more on the artwork side of the game. We're gonna throw in some facts here and there probably. On Exoplanet we find a biological research station on a remote frontier world. It explores experimental, agricultural and/or hydroponic techniques. The native flora on this planet shares many characteristics with that of Typhon. Also, yes, I have bumped up the saturation and contrast a bit here, and I think the game already looks great. It just looks a little bit more visually pleasing for the purpose of this video. Even though I really like the circular design of the buildings on Exoplanet, I think what I like most about it is the waterfall and the different kinds of plants we find here. There's some green, ivy-looking plant hanging down from the waterfall. We have mushroom-looking like plants everywhere on the map in different kinds of red and violet, and I think the map itself just looks very, very, very pleasant. As someone who has not played a lot of video games in his gaming career, I think I can still confidently say that Titanfall 2 to this day has one of the best art designs on the market. The game is 9 years old at this point, but nothing I see on YouTube or Instagram when I see trailers or gameplays really looks as good as Titanfall 2. I mean, of course the market has moved on. There's different shooters now, there's different art styles, but Titanfall 2 is so unique. And it came from a kinda different art style with Titanfall 1. Of course, we had a lot of maps imported into Titanfall 2. But Titanfall 1 looked more like war realistic, I would say, while Titanfall 2 definitely focuses on the actual beauty of the maps. While there are parts where you can see broken vehicles and titans lying around, Titanfall 1 had a more realistic war look, I think. It really put you into the arena. I think it's a good thing that Respawn decided to make the game look a bit more vibrant compared to Titanfall 2, and you can draw a pretty drastic comparison, especially if you look at Colony. In Titanfall 1, Colony just got raided by the IMC, so there's tons of specters running around, there's corpses lying on the ground, and the whole scenery is just pretty damn dark. While in Titanfall 2, the map looks a bit more peaceful, I would say. A very interesting detail on Exoplanet is the Skybox, which is not just stationary, because if you take a closer look at one of these alien plants on top of the mountain, you can see that there's actually some movement going on, and it's spilling out some, I don't even know, it's probably some sort of spores or pollen that it's putting out there into the air, and you can see them flying around. When we fly through the bridge that's supported by some steel beams here, we can see a hand scanner for access into the building. There's various ventilation systems inside and outside of the building. We got some corrosive chemicals standing around. There's also packages waiting to be unboxed and probably some survival equipment in there. Then if we go into the room, we can see a cable on the ground that's probably not really attached to anything yet. I haven't checked it, but it looks kinda improvised to me here. We got some water pipes, I think, in the building going around. There's various coffee machines. There's also some beds behind this one here. Yeah, there are a lot of coffee machines in general on these maps. I think there's 3 in this building alone. And there's also a machine which I don't know what it's for actually. We see some more chemicals being stored here with a fire extinguisher. There's some lonely backpacks waiting to be picked up. Then we have a kind of community room with beds. There's some suitcases on the ground, some magazines. We got a little kitchen with dishes waiting to be cleaned. And on the other side of the bedroom we can see another suitcase which is open, and also some kind of cards on the ground. Maybe that's just a game that they improvised, or maybe it's from another like actual real card game that I just don't know about. Maybe you have an idea what this could be about. We got some IMC propaganda posters here with someone that looks a bit similar to Sarah Briggs, but that wouldn't really make sense since she's part of the Marauder Corps. On top of the antenna on the roof we can see some sort of stickers and drawings, which are kind of hard to see. It's hard to make out what this could be about. Outside of the building I think we can see some Titan batteries being stored. These look very similar to the ones we saw in the campaign, which you could run over and then gain Titan health. For the last part I want to look at one of these alien type plants. We can see some red kind of mushroom things growing on top of it, or maybe that's just part of the organism itself. I know we're mixing up biology terms and mushrooms are not plants, but well, this thing just looks fucking weird. We got different kinds of holes, probably for some sort of breathing, kind of like big stoma like the plants we have on Earth. And there's some kind of, well, it's standing on some sort of legs, and then in between there we have some sort of roots or mycelium. I don't know, it looks very, very interesting to say the least. And yeah, I just like the amount of detail that was put into this. And we can see some smaller kind of mushrooms on the left there in different colors. Looks so beautiful, man. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this first episode of The Beauty of Titanfall 2. Make sure to follow and check me out on Twitch. I stream Titanfall 2 every week where we play as a community. And also check out the new Titanfall GIFs I've made if you're using Instagram. If you just search for Titanfall, you should see a ton of new GIFs on there. Have a good day.